What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to the channel. So quick turnaround to action after the semi-final against Arsenal last night, which seen us make it into the final of the Carabao Cup for the second time in 3 seasons. And we head into this game on Saturday for the 4th round of the FA Cup as we take on an old familiar team from the Premier League in Birmingham City. Of course, I do have a guest for this one to give you the Birmingham side of things. But looking at this game, it's going to be an interesting one. Of course, the last time we played Birmingham was back in the 16-17 campaign. We played them in a 3rd round where we ended up getting a draw, 1-1 draw, and then ended up having to go to a replay at St James's Park with Matt Ritchie scoring 2 and Johan Gouffran scoring the other in a 3-1 win to knock Birmingham City out of the 3rd round of the FA Cup. Other than that, however, we drew, of course, 0-0 with them in 2016-17 as well. The last time we won against them, other than the FA Cup, was the 10-11 season when Pierre Lovenkrantz and Leon Best got on the score sheet for a 2-0 win. So it's a 5:45 kickoff as Newcastle have took the full 5,000 ticket allocation for the Gil Midrick stand, and that has been sold out, of course, as always is the case with us Newcastle United fans. If the scores are level after 90 minutes, 30 minutes of extra time will be played before penalties is required, or if required. The winning team will take their place in the 5th round draw, which takes place at 7:10 on Monday evening during, of course, the One Show on BBC One. And looking at the team news for us Newcastle United fans going into this one, Jamal Lascelles, Harvey Barnes and Joe Linton all miss out, while there's a doubt over Sven Bartman. It looked like he was a little bit fatigued towards the end of that game against Arsenal, and we did see him, doing a little shake with his knee. Of course, he has only just came back recently from knee surgery, so hopefully there's nothing too serious there, and maybe he just needs a rest. But he played absolutely brilliant in the game against Arsenal, so hopefully we do actually see him play in this game as well. But looking at the referee, it's going to be Matt Donoghue, first senior Newcastle game for the official from Greater Manchester area, who predominantly handles matches in the Championship. Donoghue took charge of 4 second-tier games involving Birmingham City last season, and they didn't win any of them. So it may be a good luck charm for us Newcastle United fans going into this one. Anyway, let's get over to hear what Paul has to say, of course, on the Birmingham side of things going into the game.
Hello everyone. Carl has politely asked me to give my thoughts ahead from a Birmingham City fan perspective for this weekend's game for Birmingham City versus Newcastle. So I'm going to talk about Birmingham City and everything and form and give my score prediction and everything and key players for Blues. So yeah, Blues currently sit top of the league. We're doing really well this season. Obviously, before the start of the season, we were big favourites to go up. And obviously, yeah, we've spent really big money and got in some really good players. Yeah, we did spend big in the summer, but you always have to get the right balance right. You have to get the right players in. Recruitment, it all has to be right. And you've got to get the right manager. And Chris Davis, our manager, has done an absolute fantastic job for us this season. Many other managers had tried before, obviously Rooney and others, to get Blues to play out from the back style, which seems to be the common thing in football these days. Many others had failed, but Chris Davis has managed to get it right. He's managed to get Blues playing good, attacking, entertaining football, which others before him didn't do. And yeah, results have just been really good this season. And in the games we have won, and we could have a lot of them could have won by 4 or 5 or 6. We really are dominant. We like to keep possession. We're a possession-based team. We can like to keep the ball. Yeah, it's really our attacking play really is quite really exciting at times. We've got really good attacking players, which I'm going to come on to now. I'll tell you key players. Ones for probably Newcastle to watch out for are definitely Jay Stansfield, who we brought in, who did well for us on loan last season. And we bought him just before, was it transfer day on August? Last day in August or beginning in September it was, and we paid 20 million. Many questioning, did we overspend on him? Which no, I don't think we haven't, because he's got, was it 15 goals now? He's done really well. He silenced those critics, and I can see why Blues wanted to bring him in and pay the money they did. Was it probably over the top? Maybe, but if that's what the Fulham's asking price was, then obviously you got to pay whatever the asking price is, and he's done really well this season, which I always thought he would. And another key player I'm going to go for is Iwata. He's who we got in from Celtic. He's in midfield, given the energy in midfield. And he's another one I'd say Newcastle need to watch out for. And another one is Keshi Anderson. He's really stepped it up this season. If you haven't seen it, I'd just go and look at the goal he scored for Blues against Huddersfield. Brilliant goal, and that was lovely technique, but he's really stepped it up this season. I've been really impressed with how he's played and everything. And yes, I'd say those three are the key players that I think Newcastle will have to watch out for this weekend. They are, I'd say, our key Blues' key players. Now I'm going to get on to my score prediction. What I think the score is going to be. It's going to be a tough one. It really is. Obviously, Blues, we're 18 games without defeat, and we've not lost at home all season. But if truth was to be had, even though I do think Newcastle will rest players, I don't think they'll play their full strength team. I think this is going to be definitely a really hard match for Blues and Newcastle, because it's at St Andrews. I don't think it'll be a walkover for Newcastle's, because St Andrews is now gone back to what it was before. Now with new ownership and everything, Neuhead done a fantastic job. It's now St Andrews has now gone back to being an intimidating place. The fans, go back to good atmosphere, and the fans really intimidating and like really good atmosphere. It's gone back to an intimidating place to go to again. So, which is really good to see. So Blues have not, as I say, not lost at home all season. Now, but my score prediction, if I had to say, I'm going to go Blues 1, Newcastle United 2. I think Newcastle will just about have enough. I think Newcastle will get the win. I think their quality will, if Blue, I think it will be 1-1, and Newcastle will bring on their big guns, and then their quality will shine through, and Newcastle will come out winners in the end with a 2-1 victory. So that's my score prediction. Is Blues 1 or Birmingham City 1, Newcastle United 2. And yeah, thank you, Carl, for letting me on the channel. Make sure you go and subscribe to his channel. He's a good lad. As I say, thank you very much. Good luck for the game. And may the best team win. Come on, you Blues, and keep right on.
So there's Paul's thoughts on the Birmingham side of things going into the game, of course. Thanks to Paul for coming onto the channel. You might have seen Paul if you've seen his channel, of course, Paul Fowell, Blue Nose. I'll put the link to it down in the comments below, pin it in the comments below. Please do go hit like, share, subscribe to his channel. I have appeared on there once before, of course, when him and Luca both came up for a weekend away in Newcastle, and I did a video on there talking about my thoughts on Newcastle United at that time when I recorded the video, which was I think last season now. But do go over there, hit like, share, subscribe to his channel, and I do want to thank Paul for coming on to the channel as well. It's nice to get the perspective from the Birmingham side of things and from the opposition as well, because we don't get that too often on AMA channel, but I'm trying my best to get as many fans from the opposition as I can to come onto the channel and give their points of view, of course, because it does help to give a different angle to the videos. So hopefully you do like it. But thank you to Paul for coming on the channel and of course doing that. But like I say, it's going to be a tough game, this one. Let's not underestimate Birmingham City at the end of the day. I know we've just come away from beating Arsenal in the League Cup semi-final, but we need to, guard against complacency. We need to go into the game with the right mentality. We can't just go into their game, and just think that we're going to come away from this one with the win in the bag immediately, because that's not the right mentality to go into this game with. And of course, we're heading into their ground as well. They're going to want to, show that they're the big dogs. They're going to want to show something and give a bit back to us Newcastle United fans and to our club as well, because this would be a massive scalp for them. So let's go into this with the right mentality. I'm going to go with what Paul said. I think 2-1 win against Birmingham. Could maybe be more than that as well, but I'd be happy to see, Newcastle come away from this game with the win, progress through to the next round, because then, we're only one round away after, the fifth round will only be one round away from, of course, being in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup as well. So, really good performances we're putting in right now. But let us know your thoughts anyway down in the comments below. Remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel and all that stuff. And I'll see you for the next one. How are the lads?